So in this Palworld video, it's going to be a different video than usual. I'm going to be diving into the lore of a specific character. I may continue to dive into the lore over Palworld if you guys do find this kind of content enjoyable. If you do, consider leaving a like on the video. The support is greatly appreciated. But yeah, in this video, I'm going to be going over Zoe Rain and Grizzbolt's story. I'm going to be showing y'all where each of her diary pages are around in the world for you to discover, and I'm going to be reading each of her diaries to unfold a little bit more about who she is and, her backstory. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. First off, I guess I should explain who Zoe Rain even is. You can find her over here from the Plateau of Beginnings. She's located at the Rain Syndicate Tower, and this is where you can discover the entrance to it. It's this giant tower that you can find over here. And for some reason, she has to guard it. This is where you enter the tower at. And you'll have to fight her in here. This is her cutscene before you fight her. She's one of the tower bosses, and she can be a pretty tough fight depending on what level you come in here trying to fight her. I gotta admit though, she was no match for the Frost Stallion. But yeah, once you defeat her, you just teleport to the top of the tower, and that's it. You just defeated this random mysterious person that goes by Zoe. It's all we pretty much know about her, besides that she has Grizzbolt as a pal. But yeah, we can actually learn more about her by finding her diaries that are scattered around the world. Her first diary that we can discover will be located right over here. Over at this place, you'll find plenty of fall trees around, and you can find her first diary up against this cliffside. And as you can see, if you go to journals within your options menu, you can read it. And yeah, when you pull up her first diary, you'll find a picture of Grizzbolt within this one, and here's what it says. I don't have a family. My father disappeared a long time ago, and I've never seen my mother's face. The only ones who raised me are those guys and Grizzbolt. That's why I know I have no choice but to survive in this tiny little world. Those guys all chase around pals with their guns. They capture the ones they hurt and sell them to these other weird guys. In return, they get food. They even share it with me. That's why I don't have to be hungry. I don't think any of those guys really care about me. They just keep me alive because I'm the daughter of one of their bosses. I still believe that, even if I'm a boss now too. Interesting, so she's the daughter of one of the Rain Syndicate Alliance bosses. I know she's part of the Rain Syndicate because that's the tower that she's at. And also, she was raised by the Rain Syndicate. It doesn't seem like her father was ever really around for a while. He disappeared for some reason, and she was left with the tower to guard. Anyways, I'm invested. Let's see what her next diary says. We can find her second diary right around here on the map. You can find it on these rocks next to the water. And yeah, here's what this one says. When we pull it up, we can find Grizzbolt trapped in a cage here. And below it says, Grizzbolt was one of the pals they were going to sell. But she looked so lonely in her cage. She was just like me and father, I thought. I was still little back then, so I couldn't control myself. I waited until everybody was sleeping, opened Grizzbolt's cage, and ran off far away with her. I shared half a slice of my breakfast toast with her, but we were both hungry by evening and went back to the base. Of course, all the guys were super angry. They threw me in a cage with Grizzbolt, and I thought we were going to get taken away, but Grizzbolt protected me. Not even their guns or bats could beat her. How did she get captured in the first place if she's that strong? I bet she didn't even try to escape. The big dummy. I gave Grizzbolt a command, and she called down a huge bolt of lightning that wiped out all the guys. They didn't wake up until the next morning. Ever since then, I've been with Grizzbolt. Oh cool, so that's how her and Grizzbolt met. So she saved Grizzbolt's life in a way. She helped set him free. Doesn't seem like Zoe Rain is such a bad person. Fortunately, we have to fight her though. I'm still wondering who her father is. But yeah, anyways, we can find the next diary right over here. When over here, you can find it on this cliff that overlooks these red trees and the beach. Yeah, this one has a picture of this alliance, and it looks like they were camped out on the beach. And here's what Zoe Rain said in this diary. There's a group that opposes ours, stationed a little ways away from where we live. They don't like the way we sell pals and use weapons. Our group sneers at them and calls them the Free Pal Alliance. We are always fighting with them for no reason at all. If I stop and think about it, I bet they're not bad people if they love pals that much. I asked one of the guys who's been around a long time about it, but he said it was complicated. Apparently our group has been around for a long time, and we've always been fighting with those FPA guys, which FPA stands for Free Pal Alliance. He said he doesn't know the real reason behind it, but we've been fighting so long that there's no hope of ever getting along. So it seems like the Free Pal Alliance is rivals with Zoe Rayne's group, which are the Rain Syndicate. Honestly, it seems like Zoe Rain just got in with the wrong crowd. Because, she doesn't think the Free Pal Alliance seem like bad people over how much they love pals. I don't know. This is interesting, though, learning more about her. After all, she started out as just a person we fought in a tower. Now we're breaking down a little bit more information over who she is. And by the way, the Free Pal Alliance tower isn't located too far from the Rain Syndicate tower. That one's located right up here. Over here, you'll have to fight Lily and Lylene, which I may cover the lore over these in a future video if you guys do genuinely enjoy this content. But yeah, carrying on here, let's get into the fourth diary. This one's located right over here. It'll be up on this cliff overlooking the beach. And when you pull this one up, it'll be the view that we're pretty much at. And here's what Zoe Rain said in this one. Sometimes I wonder if there's anything beyond the sea. The only thing I can see far off in the distance is that huge tree. I never heard anyone talk about what's beyond that place. Apparently some brave guy from long ago went to see the outside world, but he never came back. I have heard about people coming from beyond the sea though. I don't know what those kind of people do, but they say they use tools different from our own. That's why I know there must be something beyond the sea. A whole bunch of islands, a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of things. It sounds scary, but I'd like to try going sometime. Yeah, I've also wondered about this huge tree. Maybe we'll get to go over to it sometime in the future. At the moment, we're not able to really get over to the tree, and if we do get over there by glitching or something, there's unfortunately nothing currently over there, but who knows, maybe the developers have something planned for the future over there. At least it seems like, because it's definitely a big point of interest. Anyways, so yeah, the last and final diary that you can find of Zoe Rain will be located right over here. And this one will have a picture of this view over a camp where they typically imprison pals at, which is where you could typically see Zoe Rain's alliance at. But yeah, this one says, I've started to wonder, why am I guarding this big tower again? I've wondered that too myself. I always thought it was obvious since father also used to do this, but now that I think about it, I have no idea why. From what I've heard about it, they say there's a legend passed down on this island. They said this tower is somehow related to that legend, and that it has some big, great power. What kind of power, I wonder? Even if that's true, why does this power have to be protected? Anyway, even though I don't really know why, I'm always here protecting this tower. There are other towers around the island, and they say people like me guard them all. So yeah, there's a little bit more information over Zoe Rain. I'm still curious on who her father is though. There's not really a pinpoint answer, other than he's one of the bosses of the Rain Syndicate. I wonder if we'll get to meet her father sometime in the future, because it didn't state he was exactly dead. He's just been gone for a long time. But yeah, I guess that's wrapping up this video. Hopefully you all found this enjoyable, and if you'd like me to continue this kind of content over lore of Palworld, consider leaving a like on the video. The support is greatly appreciated, and it'll let me know if you want me to continue this or not. But yeah, I'm out of here, everyone. As always, thanks for taking the time, watching, and listening. Would love to know your guys' thoughts about this story. Until next time, though, peace.